Today we have add and subtract mixed numbers. This is page 82. Find the sum or difference, write your answers in simplest form. Okay, this is just like we've been doing, like we did on 5.6, adding and subtracting mixed numbers. This is just more practice. Okay, we're gonna do about 3 of them. You have about 14 questions here. Number one's already done for you. Then you have 2 problem solving, word problems, number 13 and 14. Remember to do your look, no solve on those, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into the 3 problems that we're gonna do. The first one we're gonna do is number 2. We have 2 1/3 plus 1 3/4. So here that is. Here's my squares, where I write my equation, my multiples, I rewrite, and then my answer here, okay? Now I've already done this a lot. We've already done this a lot. By this time, you already done some 3s and some 4s, and you already know that your common denominator is going to be, your least common multiple is going to be 12, okay? We can go ahead and write that out just so we know. 3 is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 4 is 4, 8, 12, 16. I'm going to go ahead and circle that 12 because that 12 is my least common denominator. It's going to be my common denominator, my least common multiple. 2 blank 12 plus 1 blank 12. 3 became this 12. I'm multiplying by 4. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 1 times 4 is 4. This 4 is going to become a 12 by multiplying by 3. What you do to the denominator, you're going to do to the numerator. 3 times 3 is 9. I'm going to go ahead and add my whole numbers, 2 plus 1, and get 3. Keep my 12 consistent. 4 plus 9 is 13. Here we have, again, one of those improper fractions where my numerator is bigger than my denominator. Okay, so we're going to keep that 3 to the side for right now. How many times can 12 go into 13? 1 time. So I'm going to have 1 here. Since we're taking out 12 once, we're going to go ahead and take it out from the 13. 13 minus 12 is 1. That becomes my new numerator. My 12 stays consistent. Don't forget about your 3 here. Don't say 1 1/12 is your answer. You need to go ahead and add that 3 plus 1 1/12. You're going to get 4 1/12. Okay? This is simplified because you have a 1 in the numerator. Anytime you have a 1 in the numerator, that's the smallest it can get, so it is simplified. So your answer to number 2 is 4 1/12. Number 5, you have 2 1/4 plus 1 2/5. I'm going to go ahead and write out my multiples here, or you can multiply across and get 20. In this case, that would work, okay, as far as not having to simplify so much at the end. But I'm going to go ahead and write them out. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I'm going to stop at 24. And then 5, 10, 15. I'm going to go ahead and stop at 20. 20 is my least common multiple, so that's going to be my common denominator. I'm going to go ahead and write 2 blank 20 plus 1 blank 20. That 4 became a 20 by multiplying it by 5 times. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 1 times 5 is 5. This 5 became a 20 by multiplying it by 4. What you do to the denominator, you do to the numerator. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 4 is 8. And we're just going to add across. Add my whole numbers first. 2 plus 1 is 3. Keep my 20. 5 plus 8 is 13. Is this simplified? Yes, it is. For 2 reasons. 13 cannot go into 20 equally. And 13 is a prime number. Anytime you have a prime number in your numerator, the top number, it is simplified. So your answer for number 5 is 3 13/20. And the last one we're going to do is number 10. We have 6 6/7 minus 2 3/4. Now you can write out your multiples here if you want to. I automatically know that my common denominator is going to be 28. Not just because I multiplied across. I mean, you could. But I know my 7s, 7, 14, 21, 28. I know 4 can go into 28. Okay? My smaller number cannot go into my bigger number here, so I do have to find my least common multiple. My common denominator is going to be 28. So I'm going to go ahead and write 6 blank 28 minus 2 blank 28. The 7 became a 28 by multiplying by 4. I'm going to also multiply the 6 by 4 and get 24. This 4 became a 28 because I multiplied it by 7. I'm also going to multiply my numerator by 7. 3 times 7 is 21. Okay. 6 minus 2, I'm going to go ahead and do my whole numbers and get 4. Keep my 28, keep my denominator. That does not change. 28 minus 28 does not equal 0. You can never have a 0 in a fraction. So keep that 28, your denominator, consistent. And then 24 minus 21 is 3. 4 and 3, 28. Is my answer simplified? Yes. Why? 2 reasons. Again, 3 cannot go into 28 equally, and 3 is a prime number. Anytime you have a prime number in your numerator, it is simplified. So your answer to number 10 is 4 and 3 28. So we just did 3 problems here together. There are 14 problems. One of them's already been done for you. Number 1, we just did 3, so that's 4 that we did together. So you only have 10 that you have to do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read these word problems to you, and we're going to kind of work them out, and then you guys are going to solve them yourself, okay? Number 13 says, Jacoby bought 7 1/2 pounds of meatballs. He decided to cook 1 1/4 pounds and freeze the rest. How many pounds did he freeze? So he bought 7 1/2, okay? We're looking for how many did he freeze. So he bought 7 1/2. He cooked 1 1/4. So you have to take that out of the amount that he bought. So this is going to be a subtraction one. You're going to set it up 7 1/2 minus 1 1/4. You have 2 unlike denominators, 2 in your 4. Can 2 go into 4 equally? Probably. Yep. So this number is going to change. Your 1 1/4 is going to stay the same. So this is a subtraction one. And then number 14 says Jill walked 8 1/8 miles to a park and then 7 2/5 miles home. How many miles did she walk in all? Big O keyword right there, in all. That means a total number. So we're going to add here. How many miles did she walk in all? So you're going to take the 8 1/8 miles that she walked to the park and add it to the 7 2/5 miles that she walked home. You have 2 uncommon denominators, 8 and 5. So you're going to write out the common denominators, or you can multiply across and get 40 and then simplify, okay? So this is page 82 for that packets 3 and 4. If you have any questions, once again, you can see one of the other videos to see how to get a hold of me. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.